Men volunteering for the first raising of the Australian Imperial Force during the First World War were issued a regimental service number that was reflective of their presentation to the battalion's recruitment depot. Under this system, each infantry battalion, light horse regiment, and service corps issued their own unique service number from their own series starting at 1. What this meant that at any time, there was potentially 104 men within the Australian Imperial Force with exactly the same regimental service number at any same one time. While initially this would be safe to assume this would cause confusion, were it not for the intent of the whole process. Now, Australia had modelled its military structure on the British system, in particular Lord Kitchener's defence scheme for Britain, and in particular allocated each battalion, light horse regiment, and service corps its own recruitment region. What this meant was that the unit was raised from a specific location, such as a city, district, or region, to better foster camaraderie, and in the event of hostilities, men volunteering for service would be allocated as reinforcements to that specific battalion, light horse regiment, or service corps. And when those reinforcements were required, they would just be slotted into the main order of battle, as they'd already been training as a unit. However, due to the industrialized slaughter of the First World War and the comparatively small ready pool of volunteers that the Australian Imperial Force had available to it, this kind of piecemeal reserve was not always possible, especially as the war progressed and the volunteers dropped dramatically. What this meant was that while every effort remained to reinforce a unit solely from its specific reserve depot, this wasn't always possible. Units were amalgamated, men were transferred, and whole units were dissolved due to the high casualty rates and inability to find replacements. When these reinforcements were assigned to a new unit, they actually brought their original regimental number with them. Now, this is regardless of if there was already someone within the unit who already had that number. To get around this, administrative staff simply added a sequential ladder to the end of the service number. By 1921, the practice of assigning service numbers had been shifted from the battalion to the military district, of which Australia had 8, one for each state of the Commonwealth, who was responsible for the training, upkeep, and recruitment for any militia unit and permanent military force based within their borders. At the time, the Australian mandated territories of Papua and New Guinea made up Australia's 8th district, which no longer exists. In this new system of service numbers, each district started off with the same number, but each was paired with a letter corresponding with the district. Men volunteering for the second raising of the Australian Imperial Force, for example, actually gained an X. Women had F, and members of the permanent forces had P. Unlike the regimental system, officers and women were both issued service numbers for the first time at this point as well.